In the last few videos, we have talked about Google News websites, how to create a news website, how to curate content for news website, then how to get it approval from Google News, and then how to monetize any kind of news website. Well, in this video, we are going to talk about 7 tips, or probably say 7 things you can use which will help you to optimize your website and also getting approval if you have not got so far. Well, let's get into it. Well, before I start this video, I want to mention you that there is another video which was published mentioning 7 reasons why your Google News approval request was rejected. So if you have not seen that, please try to look into that and then come back to this video, as it will be extension of that video. Well, let's get into it. So the very first thing is the hosting of your website. If a user is looking at your news on Google News and he's clicking on your news, what does it look? How much time does it take to load your website? If the load time is more than 5 seconds, then you are probably at the wrong place. In fact, the last time when I visited Google Webmasters Conference, they were telling that your website shouldn't take more than 3 seconds to load. Well, I was saying 5 seconds, which was quite extension to that, but then make it as fast as you can. Second thing, try to implement AMP. While doing this all optimization, you may end up facing a lot of codes, a lot of CSS, a lot of JavaScript minimization. If you are not someone who is very much techie and doesn't know about it, and you are not willing to hire it, try to implement AMP. Well, AMP is basically a technology which is also known for amplified mobile pages. What basically happens in the backend is Google stores all the important style guidelines in their server, and they try to remove all the clutter which makes the web page heavy. Once you implement it, your website automatically creates a new page which is also known as AMP. So it goes something like yourwebsite.com/news_url/AMP. It becomes another version of the page which becomes quite lighter and becomes quite lightweight to load on any mobile phone. So that is something you can implement. Now the third thing which you can do to optimize your website is to design AMP. In the second part, I told you about implementing AMP. What is the difference between implementing AMP and designing AMP? Basically, when you implement AMP, a very basic version of the website will be visible, which might not look so good there. So when you design your AMP pages, you can literally design and optimize it to look like an app, look like a news website. It will help you in optimizing your website, making your brand be visible even it is loading on AMP. A very good example of AMP can be techcrunch.com. So you can go ahead and you can look at it. There are many more samples available. In fact, my website runs on AMP, but for confidential reasons, I cannot share you the website URL. So I hope you can understand that. Well, approval from Google News. If you have not got Google News approval for your news website, try to get it. This whole series is actually being made specially for the Google News approval part and Google News approval optimization. So go ahead and look at other videos which are given on the Google News approval and try to follow them and then apply for Google News approval and get more content from there. Once the approval is done, you will have enough visitors on your site to apply for Google Adsense or other media networks. So once you apply that, you will have this ads coming on your website and they will run, and every visitor who will browse through your news, he will watch the ad, he may click on the ad, and you will make up money. So on all the initial stages where you have not enough authority, you can apply these methods to keep yourself sustainable and keep publishing content. In the latter stages, you can also start publishing some guest posts, or you can start publishing some kind of news press releases. Then you will make money in the third party way as well, but in initial stages, these things might help you. The next, one of the most important factor, and many of the news websites do face, is the crawl rate on the website. What is crawl rate? Whenever you publish an article on your website, instantly it doesn't get indexed on Google. it takes some time, and the some time is defined by how often do you publish articles. Say that you have a news website and you publish all the articles in morning at 8 o'clock, then every day Google will come around 8 o'clock, it will send their crawler around 8 o'clock and they will try to index the website. But in the other side, if you are trying to publish article in a gap of 2 hours or 1 hour, then Google will understand that every hour or every alternate 2 hours you are trying to publish article, and then the Google crawler will visit your website every 2 hours. So at that point of time, the content will keep refreshing throughout the day and people will see fresh content rather than 4 hours old or 6 hours old kind of content. I hope that you understood what do I mean by that whenever you publish some article, it should be indexed as fast as possible. It shouldn't be like you published 8 articles in the morning for the whole day and then you are sitting the whole day. So don't do that. Schedule it as per the time if you don't want to spend the whole time or day doing that thing, but then you try to put in different hours so your Google crawl rate can be increased and your content refresh rate or the time can be shown to the users frequently. So that is something very much interesting, and that was one of the important part. Many bloggers, many publishers face this issue, and if you are facing, try to implement in this way and it is going to work out. Another tip on publishing and indexing can be, you try to publish the content in the country time. If you are targeting India as a country, then you have to publish following the Indian times. For example, here the timing we follow is plus 5:30 UTC. That means that you try to publish throughout the day so people can see that content. For example, from 6 o'clock morning to 9 p.m. you can publish the content and people will keep watching that, and your website will have more and more views. So I hope that this basic was quite interesting for you, understandable for you, and it will help you in optimizing your website. And that is all for this video, and I will share you some more things, some more ideas, some more ways to optimize websites in the next videos. Bye bye and see you.